Happy Monday.
Greetings and salutations.
You sound completely different talking in the microphone than when we just do like what I'm doing.
Does it sound a little different?
Yeah.
Like clearer or louder, or what's different about it?
Clearer.
Clear? Okay.
Yeah, it's way clearer.
All right, cool. Then it's working. Then my secret plan to get everything going from home is working.
Should I do that to mine? Should I try to plug mine in right now or try it next time?
You can certainly try. I bought an extra one of these. I can't take it out right now because it's on my computer, but like a little $7 USB plug makes all the difference in the world.
Okay.
So, and if you're watching from home, she has gotten up. She's going over to get the plug in. She's thinking about putting in her computer right now. She's coming back down. She's putting the plug in.
Can you hear it? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I don't think you're any different because now you have to go change the settings on your StreamYard.
Oh, never mind.
It's super easy though. If you do leave studio, or I think you can do it, Cam Mike, from where you're at right now. See at the bottom?
USB audio device.
Yep.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Oh my goodness, there you are.
Is that better?
It's so much better.
We're
now
do this professionals.
Do this one thing for me. Take your windscreen off. Okay, now try. Oh, it's about the same. You can put it back on.
Okay. So how are you? I haven't seen you in a week.
It's been a little bit, hasn't it? How was your vacation? I know how your vacation was. I'm excited to get to this next story.
You want to get to my story about my date with a woman?
Okay. First of all, how many things from this vacation? Because we have 2 live streams to do today. So what are we going to talk about in this live stream? And then what from your vacation are we going to talk about? Are we going to talk about how you're never going to Airbnb again now? Or are we going to talk about that at 8:30?
That's what I wanted to know. If you wanted to talk about the Airbnb thing here or at 8:30 or the woman thing after the Airbnb thing.
Here's what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, because we've already talked about the fact that we're going to be talking about the date here on the 7:30. So coming up at the 8:30 live stream, why Madden no longer goes to Airbnbs. Next.
And why I'm a brat. Okay. So
so you went on a date.
Yeah, I had a date Friday night and it was exciting and it was cool. And so a couple weeks ago, this woman hit me up and she's like, "Are you into women? You know, I've been checking you out for a little bit and I'm interested. I've had some liquid courage and I thought I would ask you out." Right?
Okay. Which and speaking from the LGBTQ plus side of things, I can't really attest to what that would be like because I've never had to venture out. I can only imagine that trying to ask somebody out who you're not sure if they bat for the same team or not is probably a scary thing to do.
Absolutely. She totally, good for her. Like she reached out to a mutual friend and she said, my friend laughed and said, "I'm not really sure, but she wouldn't be offended if you asked her, you know."
Sure.
So she wrote me. So I've never been shy that I find women are beautiful to me. I find them very attractive. And so I said, yes. I said, yeah, you know, I'll totally go out with you. Hi, Jacob. Sure. Right. So we talk all week and we totally hit it off and she's super cute. And you know me, I search her stuff and she looks like her and I would have a lot of fun. And she asks me what I'm looking for. And I say, nothing really. You know, this is my first date ever with a woman, right?
Hold on. Before you go any further, did you background check her like you background check the menu date?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Good question. That's funny. I didn't ask her about her or anything.
Okay.
And I let her pick me up at my house.
Okay.
Which I never do. The date with her.
So you're breaking all the rules. You're breaking all your normal rules.
All my own rules, right? So I tell her, you're the first woman I ever I'm going out with. I'm not looking for anything. I'm just looking for fun. I like being single. I'm looking for fun, you know, good sex and some fun. You know what I mean?
Okay. Right.
So we come back, we go on this date and she does all of the things. She brings a candle. She brings chairs. Everything's in her Jeep because, you know, stereotype of the day.
Okay.
She brings me flowers. She makes chocolate covered. I have notes over here because it was chocolate covered strawberries.
Okay, now to circle back, she brought chairs because you guys aren't hanging out at your house. You're going out somewhere.
We're going to the lake. That's why
Okay.
she brought candles and all the things. So Joey's birthday party was this weekend too, and none of his stuff came from Amazon. So this woman on her lunch break went to Party City and picked up everything for Joey's party for me too.
Red flag. Okay.
It's not a red flag. Okay.
Absolutely.
And I knew you were going to say that. It's
Okay.
not, because that's why women and men are so different, because these are things I would do. Like if I was interested in you and I was coming up to see you and you had a hiccup with your kid's birthday party, I would go to the store and pick up everything for you.
Oh, please keep going. I'm making notes.
Okay. So totally nice woman. We go to the lake. We have a good time. She picks up sushi. We go to the lake. We have a good time. We come back to my place and we're having wine and everything is cool. And just completely different going out with her than a man. Men don't do that. Like men don't plan dates like this. The only man who got closest to this, we hated each other in 30 minutes because we got into politics.
That is because men who go to steak night don't do this. Stop fishing from the same pond.
You're okay. Okay. And you know what? Hey, at least give me some credit that I went way out the pond.
Yeah. Hey. There's no judgment here. I am proud of you for stepping out of your comfort zone.
I went way out, like I have a type and this is not it. You know what I mean?
No, you didn't fish outside the pond. You decided to check out what's in the ocean. You left the pond behind.
Yeah, and she's beautiful and nice and all of the things. Okay, so anyways, I go to grab another glass of wine. And so that's how the date was different from being from a man in a physical form. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm not a lesbian. This was date one time ever with women. So I'm not like giving you a tutorial on being a lesbian because it was one date with a woman, right?
Okay.
So I go grab a glass of wine and I come back, and in my opinion, in case I know she might be watching this and I don't want to hurt her feelings because she's super nice, she completely changed.
Okay.
And became emotional about the situation.
So once things changed from we're just having a date to this may actually be something, there was a dramatic shift in the personality.
Yes.
Okay. And to be clear, when we're talking about this change from a date to this could be something, the thought that this could be something was a one-sided thought, not shared by you because you're still just in first date mode.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I said that and I was firm.
Okay.
I said, this is our first date. Don't do this. And you know me, I am abrasive and I don't even know I'm doing it sometimes. It's a toxic trait of mine. And I just feel like I needed to be blunt in that situation at the time.
Can I just ask real quick before you go on, who's giving us the angry faces right now? You haven't even gotten to the angry part of the story yet.
She has some friends who are very much looking forward to her going out with me, and maybe it's them, maybe they're upset with me, and I'm not putting her down. This was why things were just different.
This is part of dating you. The stories that come from dating come out. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And she said, "You've told me that when things are going well, you sabotage things." Maybe it's men getting mad. I don't think all men are the same. I really don't. So, and I'm not the same. I'm hard to date too. I'm not an easy peasy person to have a relationship with.
Right.
So, I come back out and she was like, "You're just scared. You've told me that you sabotage things when they're going well."
Now, at this point, how many hours collectively have you been together? As she's telling you all of the things that you're not doing right when it comes to dating somebody, how many hours collectively have you been together?
2.
This is after 2 hours.
2 hours.
Okay, hold on. This needs to go on.
Because we started the date at around 6:30 and I had to be done with the date around 8:30 because I had stuff to do for Joey's party. I still had to put icing on the cupcakes. I had to get everything ready for the party.
Which is what she thought she was going to be. Okay, so in my notes, being extra after 2 hours. Got it. Continue.
Okay, so she says, and I said, "No, I'm not sabotaging anything. am not scared of anything. Like this is just not what I wanted. I wanted a good time. Like I'm not looking forward. And I go, and if you're going to be like this on date 1, imagine if we keep going out, it's going to get bad. It's not, and I don't want to do that. And I obviously hurt her feelings. And,
so at the end of the night, so now you've told her like, pump the brakes. This is nothing that we're going to be doing long-term right now.
This is just for fun.
This is we're getting to know each other. Like at this point, we've known each other in person for a collective 120 minutes. So you need to calm it down. Let's not start getting too emotional right now. How does it end when the door is closing behind her and she's now leaving your home and getting into her car?
Yes.
What are those last 10 minutes like?
They're not awesome. They're not awesome. Because we like the date was going well. Like I was prepared for her to stay.
Okay.
Like I hope my dad's not watching this. You know me. Like I was prepared for her to stay. I wanted to have a good time.
Okay. So you thought prepared for her to stay, meaning prepared for her to stay as in like you guys are going to have a good night, and prepared for her to stay as in like you'd be comfortable with her being there in the morning and you guys are now making breakfast. Because there's two different, because in your dating world, you're not the stick around and make breakfast type right away.
No,
and that's why I'm asking.
When I'm done, I get up and I leave. If that was what we discussed before.
But everything is so different about this because she's already done all the right things. She brought the candles, she brought the wine, she brought the chairs. You guys had a great date out at you said you went to the lake.
Everything right. Our personalities meshed. We got along.
So at this point, if she wakes up at your house the next morning, you're not necessarily opposed to that because the date is going so well.
Yes.
Until she gets extra.
Until she got emotional.
Okay.
And she disagrees with me. She said that she was playing with me. And yes, Cindy, I did tell her my intentions up front, but her intentions up front, we knew up front that this was for fun. And then we were going to see where it went.
Okay.
And so anyways, I tell her I think she's being emotional. She tells me that I'm the one acting crazy. And I said, I think it's you. And it's time for you to go.
Can I point out the irony here?
Yes.
The irony here in people in being told so often that if we're the ones calling you crazy, then we're the ones hiding something. But in this scenario, you're both calling each other crazy.
You're 100% right.
Okay.
And I felt bad, really bad, because I saw myself in her face.
Okay.
The things that she was saying and why she was upset. I have done these things to men. So I know why she doesn't think that it was wrong in any way. That it was just, I thought it was going to be a good time. I felt it got emotional. She felt like I was pushing her away because it got emotional. Anyways, I asked her to leave. She said she didn't want to. And I said, it's time for you to go.
Okay.
And she said, are you sure that it's time for, and I said, and I grabbed her things and I put them in the car and I told her goodbye.
Okay.
And she has written me multiple times since, and I have not responded because like I said, I see me in her face and I know me well enough to know that that when I get a response that I hang in there, and I don't want her hanging in there because this isn't going to work out.
So if I can take away, I made a whole bunch of notes here, right? About like why she may be the crazy person. But if I can do my takeaway here, if anything here, what I notice is that Madden dating a woman is the same as Madden dating a man.
Yes.
You want your space.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want it to get too emotional. And when you do push them away or tell them this isn't going to work, they continue to write you and be like, hey, what's going on? How come I think this is a winning? I can't tell you how many dudes you've dated that have hit me up that have been like, I really thought we were getting along, man. Maybe you can do something. Can you talk to her? I'm like, no.
No. Me and my friend Dustin joke about this all the time. We're like, we can get married again if we don't have to live in the same house and see them all the time.
Yeah.
And she was very nice and I had a great time. And my ex told me that I was too mean and I was not sensitive enough. And that's okay. I just felt like I needed to be firm. And And I have my friends tell me all the time, girl, you need to put your thing away. You always have your thing out. Quit. You're a woman. Quit swinging your thing around. And it's, it's hard to outman me. So maybe that's why I can't find a man either. I don't know. So I thought I would try. It didn't work out.
Well, okay, but on that same token, I mean, obviously, if we're going to highlight any of this, the highlight here is that you stepped out of your box and you tried something different, which you've never tried before, which was dating a woman. And if we can look at some of the positives and negatives here, the positive here is that you found out that whether you're dating a man or a woman, you have a very clear set of wants, and your wants are you need to not be emotional when we're first getting together, pump the brakes, do all the right things, but do all the right things slowly. Like, let's not go from wine and candles out at the lake to, hey, are we going to get married? What is this thing? 120 minutes later.
None of that flagged me. Like the way that we talked all week, like I was excited. I was super excited.
Right.
She felt differently when she left, but like I said before, I know me well enough to know that I can't have signals at all mixed.
Like, you just need to be very clear.
So I was just clear.
Okay,
and
so
I could have been nicer.
Two follow-ups. Follow-up one. Do you think that you and her will remain friends? Did you ever meet her before this? Is this the first time that you even knew who she was?
This is the first time I knew she was, but we have a lot of mutual friends.
So you'll probably remain friends, or at least run into each other down the line.
I don't know.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Question 2.
Mm-hmm.
Did you learn from this about yourself whether or not you would be willing to date a woman again? Was this purely an emotional thing? Like, was this for you? She was just so emotional. And so, like, if it was a dude or a woman, the emotions were too high there in the beginning. But later down the line, if another person asks you out and it happens to be a woman and she does all the right things and doesn't get crazy emotion there, is that door still open? Or was this like a one time, like you went out, you had a good time, but you decided, this probably isn't for me?
I don't ever want to date again.
You don't ever want to date again, period.
Male, female, transgender, pronoun. I think this experience was me finally going like, Johnny here thinks I'm going to hell. I don't care. I think this is me finally being 100% just, I'm super cool with just being single and ghosting out at the end of the night and raising my kids and just being.
So for you right now, the perfect date is like a Nintendo Switch or a PlayStation. No person.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? You learned something.
And I know people don't have a lot of respect for that, and that's bad morals and blah blah blah. I like my life, and I like doing things with men, and I like my distance.
It's 2020. I mean, do you even pay attention to the pearl clutchers anymore? Because I don't. I like people. It's immoral. Oh, are you talking? No. Who are you?
No, I think women for a long time, there's a double standard that men are totally allowed to just do what they want to do. And that when women enjoy the same things, that it makes us bad. And I don't agree with that because it ain't bad.
You know what?
Good. You know what I mean? And I'm completely fine with that. And I just don't have the energy for this. Right.
I get you. And like you mentioned earlier, it was sort of a nice opportunity to sort of see in the mirror what it looks like from the other side on some things that you weren't really sure about before.
I needed to see a glimpse.
Yeah.
And my friend, and I needed to see a glimpse, like the things that she was saying to me, I have said. And to where when men are looking at me going, I don't want a relationship with you. And I'm like, it's because you care about me.
It's because you love me too much. You love me so much that you can't be with me.
Yes, I have done it. I am the guiltiest of the guilty. Always, And so when she wanted to change my mind and I hurt her feelings, I hurt them and hurt them and hurt them until she finally left.
You make because I think everybody's been guilty of this, the argument of, you can't leave me. The only reason you're leaving me is because you love me too much. Like, because I've said that so many times before Michelle and I got together, and like I had to sit back and think about it. So what I'm telling this person is that your love for me is so great that you can't stand to be around me because you love me so much, and that scares you. Never mind the fact that Taco Bell is fabulous and I love it so much that I'll eat it every day if I can. It's only the doctor telling me that I can't. So I have no problem going down to the Taco Bell or even spending $50 having it delivered. But you, Madden, I love you so much that I need to call a timeout and head out because it's just too scary.
I'm telling you.
Like we've said that out loud to people and it made sense to us in the moment, you know?
Yes. He doesn't want to see me, so I should go drive over there and talk to him about it. No.
Right.
No.
Hi. Are you home? I want to talk about why you don't want to see me anymore. Can we talk more about how you don't want to see me?
Yes. I've done all of them. I watched this movie on Netflix called Desperados. If you haven't watched it yet, it's hilarious. And this girl thinks she gets ghosted by this guy. So her and her drunk friends send him this nasty email. And then they find out he was like in a car accident. So they go and break into his place. And I'm watching it going, these girls think this is normal. See, I'm not the only one who's this bananas.
Hey, what movie was it that had Cameron Diaz and I forget the other woman, but it's the one where at the end she punches him in the nards. And she's like, you know why?
Was
that Just Married? Okay.
Yeah.
I want to do that so bad. I want to go like, and dudes should never do this to dudes, but on behalf of a friend, whoever needs me to do it, I want to go up and just wham. You know why?
So bad, right? So bad.
But then I also think that there's probably people that want to do that to me, so maybe I shouldn't. Hey, congratulations on stepping outside of your box and trying something new. I mean, win, lose, or draw. At least now you can say, right? At least.
I hope Papa Madden's not watching this stream.
And on that note, we'll be back at 8:30, folks.
Bye. Bye.